What's good, everybody? It's your voice server Air 405, along with Jay, Prince Dior, and Vondre. This is Gentleman's 30, G30, and no, your eyes aren't deceiving you. We have one of the greatest, if not the greatest, battle rapper of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Clips. You already know. What's up,
Thank you,
man?
man. Thank you, man. Yo, server, you got to get some fake claps or something, man.
Okay,
I need,
yeah.
I
Let's
need a
do
little
this.
golf joint. I need a little golf
I
joint.
need some.
We gotta pipe them in.
Yeah, I need some of them old Oprah Winfrey claps, man.
Our
You know
our
what I'm saying?
budget our budget is as you know, our budget's pretty low. I'm lucky the taxes hit, so I was able to get you on today. So
All right, let's get some prices right claps then, man.
there
Let's
we
go with
go.
the
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we
there we
go.
go.
We don't want no yodels
There
though.
we
We don't
go,
want no
man.
yodels.
prices.
So
What's up, fellas, man? First and foremost, thank y'all for having me, man, on here. You know.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
sir.
Oh, yeah.
You mentioned the other day when I was talking to you that you're in Florida, right? Right now?
Yeah. Well, no. So listen. So now I'm in Pennsylvania, right?
Okay.
So I live in PA now, but I was living in Tampa for 4 or 5 years. That's my heart right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my amazing son was born 2024, so I had to leave and go to right to him right before he was born.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna miss a day without you, kid. Like I'm by your side each and every day. So right before he was born, I left and I just went straight to PA. And I moved out to PA to be with him every day, and that's where I've been at ever since. I miss Florida, man. Listen, I used to come out. So I used to come out in Florida. I used to come out my house, right? I used to come out my house, trees and everything. Used to the little geckos running past your foot. You hear the birds chirping, feel good, right? Now I come out. Sometimes you hear your dickhead. Fuck you talking about, young bull? You know what I'm saying?
You got two Philly guys here, by the way. You got Dior and Dre, two Philly guys.
Yo, I went from your what's poppin', son? What up, my nigga? What's good, B? To birds chirping to your dickhead.
We say that shit with everything. I be calling my coworkers dickhead.
What part of PA are you from? Or are you still living it right now?
No, I'm in Philly.
You're in Philly?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Shit, yeah, he right around the corner.
I'm in Philly.
God.
Yeah, I'm in Philly.
My son
is an official young bull.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
An official young bull, man.
See, I'm a Los Angeles guy. I'm in Vegas right now.
Server, you stay out of this then, Server.
Yeah, I'll stay out.
We in this combo.
I'll stay out of this one. I'll stay out of this. I know these guys. All of us have a lot of questions for you, bro. Like, we're vibing.
Oh, I'm here, man. Let's do it. Hold on. First and foremost, before we get into it, I know you guys are battle rap, and you guys really know the game and everything. And before we get into the interview, it's on the internet now, and I hate even saying this type of thing, but I want to give a big rest in peace and love to Chrissy Yamaguchi. Just found out that she passed away. I just seen it on a timeline and got confirmation from friends and stuff that is true. She was a household name in battle rap. And but yeah, before we get any battle rap questions or anything, I just want to salute her and her career, her spirit and her soul, and may it find its way into God's house. And condolences to her family. So I just wanted to say
Absolutely.
that. So
absolutely.
Ask me whatever y'all want to ask me. We good. I'm here.
All right, Dior's got a lot of questions. He's got his Willy Wonka golden ticket hat on. Like he's ready. He's ready to. What you got, Dior? What you got to talk about?
Well, first of all, Clips, I want to say it's honestly an honor to have you here. We were discussing before you came on that you are on the Mount Rushmore of battle rap, period. And I think that you are one of the guys responsible for really bringing battle rap into the mainstream the way it is today. Like we said, we're from Philly, two of us on here. So, we come from watching Reed Dollars and Meek Mill, and the whole Joey Jihad and guys like that on the DVD.
Boom, Vodka,
Zach, Vodka. Oh my God, man. So let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Just coming from that era, going from the DVD era to the streaming and pay-per-view era, where battle rap is technically bigger than it ever is, and you being responsible for that. Do you feel like that the skill level has gotten higher, or it has become more complex at any point? Because like, listen, even I see some of the Philly legends like I grew up on, they go against these newer dudes. You just went against Reed Dollars. Was it Reed Dollars not long ago?
I went against Reed on beat and Easy the Block Captain from Philly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
who you 30, by the way?
So
I watched that the other
we
day.
agreed
who you
on that.
30? We just said
That's
that.
a fact, sir. That's a fact.
Yeah. But anyway, that's really my question. Like, do you think that the level of skill has grown to a point where, some of these older guys really can't keep up with the newer cats?
That's a great question. I wouldn't say the level of skill has grown because we have to respect time. And within time, we seen the punchlines that the OGs had, right? It was kind of like ahead of their time. Because some of the lines that dudes are spitting now, they had, but in a different form or format, shall I say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say that the skill level has ascended or anything like that, right? But what I will say is that I think some of them haven't adapted to the vibration of the culture today. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, like how they used to hold the collar back like a dog when they used to go and shake it and everything.
Yeah.
So now if you do that, you got to add something to it. Now you can't just do that. You got to add something. You're not just gonna get the crowd to go quickly holding the collar. You got to add something to it. So I think adjusting to this time has been a little difficult for some of them or whatnot, because you know what it is. If you have a child and you give your child a new video game each and every day, right? That's what they know. And when you take it from them, you dig what I'm saying? They're gonna find another way to get that same video game that they're looking for. They're gonna figure it out to try to find out, like, yo, I gotta get that game. I gotta get that game. So all they brain processing goes into getting the video game, not how can I go about going over here to do this, to do that, to switch up and do that. No, I want that game. I'm going to get that game because it's all I know. This is what you've been giving me for the last 10, 15 years. I don't know nothing else. So I compare that to say with the OGs and the legends, for some of them, that they style can't get out of it. Right? It's like all I know. I can't get out of this style. This is me. This is how I've been rapping all my life, and I can't get out of it. And when you you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's literally what it is, that they haven't adjusted to. All right, we in a big room on stage. Okay, so instead of rapping about a shotgun, now I gotta act like I grabbed one from out the book bag from somebody in the crowd, swing it around, go around. You know what I'm saying? Some of them feel like, I'm not doing all that stupid shit.
Right.
But guess what?
It's theatrical.
Yeah,
are there.
but that's what they selling in the store. This is what the consumers want, and you got to give the consumers what they want. They're the ones buying. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up.
But that's what I think it is, though. I don't think the skill set has ascended past them. I just think they haven't caught up to the times of the vibes that's in battle rap now.
That's what's up. My thing is, you're known for being effortlessly great. Easy for me to say. Do you think that label like helped your legacy or hurt it?
I think it helped it. So here's why. One thing I've learned in my life, right? Everything is stupid or everything is intelligent or smart until results come in. Results are what determines what you were doing the whole time, whether it was a smart or a dumb move. So when I say that to say that somebody can tell me, like, yo, you put a dent in your legacy by playing, you fell off, this, that, and the third, right? Mm-hmm. I will come back and say, well, I am the most viewed battle rapper ever in battle rap history, right? I will say that I have made it on a national, matter of fact, forget national, worldwide television show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm on tours. We're selling out arenas of 15 and 20,000 people. So I can go on and on about accolades, but the reason why I would say that is not to throw that in their face, but to say If I didn't have none of that, then that would be true.
Yeah.
But obviously,
Yeah.
being you get what I'm saying? Maybe
Right.
not being so serious has helped my comedic career. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I may had made people want to work with me because I have a good personality and I'm a cool nigga, right? Because some
Yeah.
people could look at battle rappers as evil niggas. Like, yo, man, I ain't fucking with that dude. That dude
Yeah.
be saying, yeah, I'm right. But it made me cool with everybody, made people want to work with me, do business with me, spend money with me, spend money on me, invest. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So the reason why I would say that I would go that it helped me is because of God bless where I'm at today. Had I not been where I'm at today, I can honestly say it didn't help me. But I'll be a fool to say like, no, it hurt. How? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
And
you know, I asked
you
the person
fit
this.
you fit perfectly on Wild and Out. I mean, your personality,
Thank you
you're
for that.
naturally
Thank you.
funny. It's
That,
that little MTV show they got going on over there. You're not doing too bad. But yeah,
but you know what? And that's why I say like the comedy in the battle raps, the playing arounds, the doing all that. Like shout out my brother Nick Cannon. He's seen it, right? Like he's
yeah,
a visionary, right? Because he takes so much unknown talent, you know what I mean, that's not known worldwide yet or even nationally yet, and put them on platforms and give them this get to help them get a bigger buzz or a bigger audience than what they have.
you hear that,
So
Nick? You
obviously,
hear that? Help us out. Two guys from Philly and a guy from
Help us
LA.
out, Nick.
You
y'all
Nick,
hear
know we
that?
locked
throw
in,
a
so
Put
clip
us
to
on.
Nick.
y'all know we gonna lock in after the show and all that anyway. So I'm
Yes,
rocking with
sir.
y'all
Yeah,
legitimately. So we good.
you already
Yeah,
know, bro.
So with that being said, I always look at it like results. So my thing is never calling nobody dumb, stupid, or saying that they failed until I see the results. And my results, God bless, have been tremendous and have been great. Even if people complaining about me and saying whatever, I laugh and say, look at your numbers when you talk about me. Look at
yeah,
the chaos and look what goes on when you mention my name. That is still a great thing. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go with it helped me, if
That's what's up.
anything. Now should I take everything serious? I would say yes, but then again, will I be at where I'm at now? Would I be doing an interview with y'all if I probably took everything serious? I don't that
No,
timeline. I wouldn't want to
probably
mess
not.
that timeline up.
Yeah,
So where I'm at is where I'm at because I did what I did, and I don't regret none of it.
that's
So
what's up.
Live with
Dre,
that, baby.
Dre's also a battle rapper. Well, it's been
Yeah,
a minute since he's, but
and it's
you
been
know,
some years.
it's been a bit. But
what you? It's been some years. What's going on, Dre? Why you chilling? What's going on?
I just been trying to work, you know what I'm saying, take care of this baby I got on the way and everything like that, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to work as much as possible.
First of all, you got a son, daughter.
Little boy on the way.
First of all, salute to that. God bless to that.
Appreciate that, man.
Much love to him. But I don't want to hear that, Dre. Get your ass back in the ring, all right? When I speak to you again, you better say, Clips, I got 3 rounds for anybody. All right.
All right, I might put something together there. I might put something together. But
Well,
All
no, no.
right.
Well, clips. Before we started the show, we suggested that he battle you right now live.
Listen. I don't want Dre to go upstairs or downstairs or in the next room to his son and his son see how he looks all sad and Daddy, what happened, Dad? You know what I'm saying? I don't
damn,
want that for
man. Why y'all
Dre.
got me
I don't want
catching
that.
strays? Y'all just try to talk to my man. Shit.
You got
Dad, what happened?
So clips with
Man, I
us,
mess with
with
that
us
man.
being battle rappers and
Yeah,
partitions of the sport and everything like
yeah,
that. Your wit is unidentifiable when I
thank
talk
you.
about it because you when you stick out, like you stick out to me more than like most legends because like you're able to do it all. It's not like you're a one trick pony where you're strong at this but
Right,
you're not strong at that. Like you got great aspects all the way around. Now
right.
how, because I was one never to always be able to do it,
Yeah.
how are you so creative with rebuttals and having them on the tip of your tongue almost when you're doing these battles as much as you're doing them as frequent as they are?
Great question. So I would credit that. No lie. I would credit that to when I first really started rapping, which was in high school. I was probably like 17 years old when I first started. What happened was I probably wrote my first maybe. I know I wrote my first 4 pages of raps. I wouldn't say four rounds, but 4 pages of raps. And then I probably wrote like one more time, maybe if that, and then I never wrote again. So in the process of that, and it could have been laziness. I don't know what it was, but something wouldn't let me put the pen to the paper anymore. Like I don't know if it was a challenge or what was going on, but my brain was just my thoughts were just different, and it's
Yeah.
like shit was just coming to me. And what I would do was I would just like keep putting it together without writing. Right when I was leaving high school, I would get on the 3 train, and I would have to go all the way to 145th and Lenox. Right, and I would take it all the way from Manhattan, 14th Street, Union Square, and I would take the train all the way up. And while I was on the train, whoever I was with, the homies or whatever, I would look up at different lines. You know, you remember on the train they got the advertisement, the dentist
Oh
work.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
So I would literally be on the train just going crazy, or I would just be sitting there by myself, looking up, saying stuff to myself. And repetition and just keep going over it has prepared me for that. But not writing has put my mind on a whole different plateau. And I don't know. That's why I always thank God. I can't really pinpoint it or know exactly, but I literally can take one word and I know like every word that rhymes with that word. And I don't know how, but I'm talking about I can do 17 words. And I think once you're able to do that, the next line is going to come to you because you know the setups already. You know
Yeah.
this, you know what I mean? This bliss, risk, kiss. You know what I'm saying? Miss, Trish, bish, ish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Flip. Like you just know those type of things, and as they keep going, you just putting it together. You just adding in front of that line right there. You know what I'm saying? So if it's Dre, A, K, Ray, Spray, May, hey, you know what I mean? Lay. So now I know I run up on Dre, 45, make him lay. Oh, no cash app, he gotta pay. And that'll be the
Mm.
day. You said you from California, server. Well, I serve him by the bay. Lift him up there. And then now, Bay, Dre, K, Lay, Way. You see,
Yeah,
look at
Cuz
Dior,
did
look
a
at
whole
Dior.
Damn.
fucking rebuttal in the middle of the
You see,
interview.
The guy in the middle of
now
the
you see,
five, bro.
now you take that, right? Now you see how I'm like he gotta pay service said he from California where they're gonna find him by the bay. You know what I mean? Now you do that, right? But then now what you do is you add a little bit more seasoning on it and shit. So now the seasoning is the delivery. So now you don't want to just say, oh, service said he's from California, so they're finding him by the bay. So now you gotta go, if this California, gotta be every day. Shot him with his girlfriend in the kitchen. They found him by the bay and found him by the bay. Now they got, you know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying?
Found
And
him
then
by the
Bars,
bay.
nigga.
then
Bars, nigga.
you add on
Yeah.
top of that. You know what I'm saying? So the, you know what I mean? So the leg spot him, stepped over the body, shit turned my DRs into red bottoms. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So
Bro.
now you take that, then you got server error on here. Now you got computer error. You got timing in terms of error. You got
It writes
server. So
itself.
then so
Oh my God.
it just all naturally starts. And once
Word
that joint start going,
association.
so my advice would be literally every day, even if for 10 minutes, exercise, just something come on TV, rap about the whole TV joint or whatever for like 5 minutes. And you good for the day. You good for the day. That shit is gonna literally help your brain, like every word you think of, you're gonna know the 10 words after that to say. And that's how that come. And then one last thing is just to be honest with you, this is probably like one of the main matter of fact, this is one of the main reasons. I'm from Harlem, man. I'm from New York.
Type shit.
And I'm pretty sure everybody in the South, everybody on the West, everybody got different ways of joking and whatever. You got to be fast, man. I'm a fat nigga. You know how many jokes I had to had
Yeah.
to had to get back right on the nigga.
Yeah.
You so fat. I know you ain't talking. Bop, bop, bop. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the joking in the hood, and stuff help shape your speed with the jokes on the comeback. Because if you take too long, then you got killed. So I want to
Yeah.
say that being around the homies and being around the block, 142nd and Lenox or whatever, my neighborhood, I want to say that helped shape my mind too, because I had to be fast with the jokes, or you was out of here. Niggas was lighting
Yeah.
you up left and right. So
Yeah.
that's my whole thing about that. Dre, from freestyling to the wittiness. I got a school freestyling in my block. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you know that he had to hit me because I'm from California. He's from New York. So, I mean, it makes more sense to just hit the
Makes sense.
California guy, leave me on the fucking ground next to I don't obey. That's,
I
how
was
else
gonna do
can.
it three. I was gonna do it 3 hours behind type thing, but I was like, nah, I don't want to get that.
You gonna have this nigga spitting 4 rounds up in this joint.
It's
Shit.
really about
I
the
think,
battle server right
I think,
now,
I
nigga.
think,
Right
I
now.
think Clips is the only guy that I know can rebuttal himself. Like he just
Yeah. Oh yeah. I funny part, but everything I said, I already got something behind that already
it's
too.
like I got you.
That's crazy.
Wait till you're in like your 80s and like dementia hits. You're gonna start battling yourself. Like I told you, I said, holding up the catheter.
Son gonna come home like,
I
what the
got a
fuck are you
catheter
doing,
this
man?
big.
No, listen, God forbid, but if that ever was the case, hopefully I just remember my 3 rounds. And even if I don't know if I won or not, I just want to remember my 3 rounds and get off stage. They'd be like, "You won." I'd be like, "Won what? What are you talking about?" I just fuck it. I'd be like, "Yeah, that's all. As
You
long as I know
3-0'd
my
him,
3 rounds."
Charles. You 3-0'd him.
And don't even know I
30
did.
I 30 him? Well, I 30 him. And then I got a 30 him, you know what I'm saying? And then we just go into that.
There we go, Drake. Get back in
Come
that
on,
See,
damn
Jerry.
ring.
There we
bringing
go.
the
There we
dog
go.
back out.
Yeah, get back in the ring.
Dior, what else you got over there?
Yeah. So, one moment that I definitely remember, it's a random obscure moment. You were actually reacting to the worst bars you ever heard or
I
something
remember that
on
video.
YouTube. And it's hilarious because you was talking about how the one dude said Bambi. Me and my girl laugh about that shit every day. And now when we see a deer, every time we see a deer, we be like Bambi because of you, nigga. So that shit is yo.
You want to know? Hey,
But
Dior, you want to know what makes that? You want to know what makes that worse? That is
what you talking?
literally like my brother who came up with that line. Goods. That was Goods
Oh,
that
good.
came up
Yeah,
with
Oh,
good.
that.
That's
shit.
what he said.
I
Yeah.
just where
Yeah,
I was
I
about to
know.
go next with this shit
He
too,
said
because
he sound like a Haitian Mexican connect.
Yeah,
He said Bambi.
Bambi.
yeah,
The Bambi.
Because
That's
I
it.
asked him,
That's it.
I'm like, yo, why did you say Bambi like that? Because I thought he was gonna say, I dare you to die, nigga, Bambi. That nigga said Bambi. I'm like, yo, what the
Bambi.
fuck? Like,
Bambi.
how
Man,
did
that
you
shit cracked me
turn
up.
Jamaican, nigga, for that one moment? Like, nigga,
That got
how?
him, that alone got him cast on Wild and Out. They heard
Yeah,
that
Oh,
yeah.
shit. They
yo,
That,
said
you know
you're
that
what
was
that you know
hired.
what that
hilarious.
was, server? That was the reach fouls. That's what I used to do, telling people that when they was reaching and they bars and everything.
Yeah.
That's what that was. That was the reach
see
foul.
the
There you go.
moment for
So
me with him was the and I gotta ask, bro, why did you have to do Suge and Arse like that in that third round? Like you didn't have to do like you didn't have to.
So the reason why, and first of all, those are my boys, man. But the
Facts. Free
reason
surf too.
I had to do it, see, Suge made it worse. You know what I'm saying? Because when I
Yeah.
went in this pocket, but then it's funny, right? Because remember, I went in this pocket that he pushed
He
me.
pushed
I
you,
threw a
yeah.
real quick little light jab at his chest, like, yo,
Right.
bro, chill the fuck out, chill out, or whatever. So we laughed it off after or whatever. But I'm not realizing like I'm in violation. Like I went in this man's pocket. Like I'm
Yeah,
like, yo, you
you
know
was in
what?
that joint. I was like,
At
Yeah.
first, I'm like, yo, what you getting mad for? Then I thought about it, like, wait a minute, you went in. I took my two fingers, you know, that little pocket. I went in the little baby pocket. Yeah, or
yeah,
whatever, right?
yeah.
So my mom was like, all that pocket tapping. Why don't you go in your pocket and send your man some? So what happened was when he did that, it caused like because if I'm angry, it's over for any battle rapper that's in front of me. Like it, I am don't. That's the one thing I always say. If just don't ever get me upset. Don't do it. I'm different. I'm something extra with that. So what happened is, if you notice the pattern me and Goods had, Goods, we went together first round,
yeah,
right? We went crazy in that round. Goods did the second by himself.
yep,
Who's the man they used to say don't have third rounds?
yeah,
So look, this is my opportunity. I'm not listen. I'm about to spaz on this one so vicious, and it's just so happened that the surf situation was just like right there at the time that it was, and
yeah,
these was two of his battle rap friends. Like you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like whether friends even outside of battle rap, but these are like his friends or whatever the case may be. Oh, I'm about to paint this picture. Oh my God, I'm about to
Yeah,
paint this picture so crazy real quick. Two Crips that became blood out of the
right out of
fucking
fucking
blue.
blue.
Nothing
Yeah.
two. Dumping through, yeah. So I was just in a certain zone. Like you two got to be the worst friends since the earth spinning. I was just zoning, and once I hit that zone, you can kind of see it on them.
Yeah,
Like yo, this like he is out of here right now. He is zoning. And salute to my dog Ars. That's my boy. Like you could tell he was already like it's over. Like you can see Arch like he going right now.
I
So
wasn't
I
even
just
looking
had
at
to
ours.
turn
I
up
was
because
looking at Goods. Goods was in the background, like
yeah,
he got more. He got more. When he kept saying he got more, I'm like, what more does
yeah,
he have, bro? He's cooking these
yeah.
niggas. What do you mean?
Listen, I was going and like I said, that was even though everybody know I did, but it still was a great funny thing to promote and push that I didn't have any third rounds or whatever. So I said, yo, you know what? This is an opportunity because when you do 1-on-1, the third round is automatic. Like you
Yeah.
by yourself, so you got first, second, and third, right? But when
Yep.
you do a 2-on-2, you're supposed to really do all three rounds together, right?
Yeah.
So if you have a round by yourself, you have to go crazy, or your partner is gonna look at you like, bro,
You
I
just
will
fucked up.
never team up with you again. Like that shit was horrible. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I was like, yo, I can't let us lose this. And that's what it was. When you responsible for somebody else just as well, you move different than you would by yourself. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? If you playing 1-on-1 and you feel like, man, I'm just having fun, I ain't paying this shit no mind. You can let people say what they want to say to you. But when you on a team and shit and you acting all nonchalant, you holding everybody else up. And I didn't want to
Yeah.
hold Goods up. So I had to go get us the W at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, since you had just kind of going off of what you said about freestyle third rounds,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that actually changed battle rap and maybe gave other battle rappers an excuse not to write?
You know what? That's a great question. So I love that question. I'm gonna be responsible most of the time for battle rap playing around anywhere, people not being prepared, right?
Mhm.
I was the first big name to show up in battles unprepared, but the difference I want to say between me and them is I win. That is the solely difference. Even when I didn't take battle serious, I was still beating dudes. You know what I'm saying, or whatnot. And I always got this thing where I laugh and say, "Why are you mad at me? Why are you not mad at the dude who worked so hard to beat me and I beat him not working hard? Shouldn't you say something to him? How you mad at the person? You know what I mean? Oh, you be playing." I said, so I go. Let me ask you a question. How long you been at your job? They'll be like, oh, let's say they be like, 3-4 years. I'd be like 3-4 years. About the first 6-7 months at your job, your clothes was ironed, they was fresh, you was on time, and you was punching in, you was there on time, right? Yeah. I said, what happened the last probably like year or whatnot? Your friend is punching you in at work?
Type
Oh,
shit.
oh, oh,
Yeah.
oh your paper, your documents are handed in on time? Or did you know how to beat the system and now you
Mm.
lazy and then now you don't work as hard as you did, but you still got your job because you know how to in and out, you know how to win.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at me because I know how to win. But what I will say is, one thing I've thought about recently is the paying customer. You still got to perform for the people who paid their hard earned money
Yeah.
and come to see you give the best show that you can give. So I had a real talk with myself about that because out of all talks, I always used to say, I'm going to take it serious. I still didn't because people just used to say shit to me and I'm bugged out. I'm like, I do what I want to do, but I understand that now. So with that being said, sometimes they're gonna put that on me, that stigma on me, that it was me that started it. But as of recent, when dudes are not doing good and all that, nobody mentions my name or whatever because they holding everybody responsible for themselves. But at one
Yeah.
point, I think you could say that I probably was responsible for it or whatnot. You
Yeah.
know?
Because I mean, you in a sense like glamorized it like in a positive way, where it's like
Yeah,
this is something different, this is something new. Like he's rolling with it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Dior, I think you had a question somewhere in there before.
Yeah,
Dre,
yeah, I did.
My
I
fault.
did. Drake, you did jump. It's okay. I figured I would just explain
Niggas
that me
clips.
bringing up
Bro,
that
it's
video.
clips, bro. It's
I
clips.
understand.
Like,
I understand, bro. So in reference to me bringing up that video when you were, breaking down that, what
Yeah.
is the single worst bar you've ever heard, for real?
oh
And
my
that just
god.
had you like, oh my god, what? Or like the biggest reach you could think of off the top of your head.
Ooh, the worst bar.
Was it Mike P?
he's cooked forever, bro. I'm telling you, he's cooked forever. I'm clips. I'm trying to convince
Hold
these
on.
niggas he's cooked forever.
Oh,
Like, there's
What
no
I'm
line?
with
way.
What
you.
line?
Oh my god.
I'm with
What
you.
line, Dre?
There's nothing you could say to like, bro, for him to get any more credibility in this game. just leave, bro. That man talked about your baby mom ass, the tattoos, how it was shaped. Bro, if a motherfucker described how he cracked my baby mom, I'm going to jail for life. That's it. I'm sorry.
Oh
Like,
my
I'm going to
god!
jail for
And he
life.
actually did it. And he actually did it. That
Hey
shit's
yo,
crazy.
Dre, listen, Dre ain't coming back.
I'm not coming back. And I've heard,
That just
yo,
confirmed it.
somebody told me when when I was with somebody, they told me they was gonna stick my stepson in the oven. It's probably one of the worst shits I've ever heard. But I was like, I can come back from that. I'm not tripping over that. But if a nigga
Yeah.
described how he fucked my baby mom, tattoos and all, yeah, it's
Yeah, like
like
how do
there's
you know
no
this? Yeah,
coming
so
back.
that means something is
Yeah,
right about it. Yeah.
that was pretty rough. That was pretty
You
rough.
know what though? Not to get off subject real quick. I will give Mike P this credit though. I will give Mike P the credit of being able to withstand that at the end of the day, because that is not an easy thing to do. When some of it is probably true or things that happen, and we know it's true. But I commend him, and I did this too at the battle we was at. I commend him for being strong enough to stand there and do that, because you see how you said, Dre, like, nigga, man, it's over for me. I'm fucking somebody up. I commend him for understanding the sport, for being a good comrade in the sport, and just taking those punches, that came with it just as well. So I commend him for that. Salute to him for that. But anyway, with that being said,
Worst bar ever.
Worst bar
Speaking of
ever.
Mike P,
all right. Oh shit, worst bar. You know what? I don't think I know nobody with the worst bar. I don't even really. What's a bad? I'm trying to even think of a bad bar right now. I'm trying to think of somebody that might have
Just
said
like
something.
a reach that's too far. Like,
You
or
know
how
what? You know
about
what? I could say maybe because I actually battled on the same card as him. You remember when Prep did the banana clip line?
You know what? That is the most. Speaking of banana pause, that's the most
pause?
fruitiest.
Yeah, pause.
Oh,
That is the most fruitiest
You
line
leaned
that
in
was
to say it
ever.
too, which
what
made
did
it
was
he
even
like
worse.
that was like the
What he said,
craziest. I
long
was like,
banana. I think he just started off with
he
long
just started
banana,
with
right?
long
Yeah.
banana.
Oh, I
I
remember
was
that
like,
joke.
what? So what is
Oh
Cuz
my
talking
god.
about?
Yeah.
Long
Yeah,
Since he said long
crazy
banana,
work.
he's in the fruitiest bar conversation.
There
He
you
be out.
go.
He
There
MVP.
you
That's
go.
All right,
The, the, the,
can I ask you an easier question that might be a little easier for you?
yeah.
Okay. I want top 5 from the DVD era and top 5 from today's era. And if you have an
mm.
all-time list that
Ooh.
may come from the DVD era and have transcended into this new era, like who
You
would
know
they be?
what? I give y'all exclusive because every time I get asked top 5 questions, I really never have a top 5. None of these dudes, I don't never have one or whatever, right? But I'm gonna make one up for
Mm.
y'all.
Yeah.
DVD. All right,
That's fair.
let's go DVD era.
Okay.
Um, of course you got Lux and Mook,
Mm-hmm.
J Mills,
Yeah.
T
Mm.
Rex, Lux, Mook. You know that's all Harlem, by the way. I didn't want to put that in.
You got
Well,
yeah.
you ain't gonna slip Verb in
That's
there? You
a,
ain't gonna slip Verb?
not
Uh,
Verb wasn't DVD era.
he-
Oh yeah, he wasn't. Yeah,
Bird was
you're right.
after, yeah. So
Yeah, he was
DVD
after.
era. So when you think of DVDs, you thinking the Smack DVDs, or you thinking like
mhm,
Fight Club back
Yeah.
mhm.
then and stuff like that. So you
Gritty
got Mook,
Jones, raw.
yeah, you got Mook, Lux, J Mills, T Rex, and as far as DVDs go, hmm,
Awful.
you know what? Since since Lions Den came out with a DVD, I would go ahead and say Head Ice, man, all Harlem, man.
Oh my
I can
God,
stay
he just
talking
all
about.
Harlem with head ice.
All
And if my
How
bro
Harlem niggas.
Shine was
Damn,
and Suede was on DVDs back then, I
damn,
would have said them too. All right, see that's what I'm saying,
damn.
right?
You
That
need to
see
give him that
that's
Izzy
a
Big
that's
you
a
might
too.
as well
but
just
his
say
but
Dylon, Dylon.
We could tell by how they leg twitch. Oh
but
my
look but
God.
look though but
Damn.
look though but
Man,
look
that
though
is
but think about this though, right? The good thing about that list is that it's true too, because Harlem has the best region, group, or whatever you want to call it, city, borough,
battle wise.
place
Yeah.
of battle rappers.
Yeah.
Look at the lineup in Harlem and think of every other city, state, region, or however you want to think of
It's
it.
tough.
Me, Lux, Mook, Mills, Rex, K-Shine, Swave Sever, Head Ice. Then you got dudes coming up like Snake Eyes. You know what I'm saying? Who else?
You could have put yourself on the list, my guy.
No, I was first.
Right.
He made sure he was
I was
on it.
first.
He's
You said,
on.
okay, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, I said me. Oh, you know why? Because I said me. I went real quick, but I was first though. Excuse the rest of them. Yeah, excuse the rest of them. I was first.
Fair.
But then you got
List.
In a strong second, you have Jersey,
Yeah.
Arsenal,
Jersey.
Surf,
Yeah.
Suge, New Jersey Twerk,
Twerk.
Old Red. Yeah, it's more too.
I feel like there was. Yeah, I was about to say there was more from Jersey
strong
too.
too. And then you probably got St. Louis third. Averb, Hitman Holla, B Magic, Young Ill.
Young Ill, yeah.
Remember they used to have Remedy, Juicezilla. You know what I'm saying? All of you know what I mean. So
Would you put like Cali for like a good second or like third maybe?
You know what?
We can't just
like that.
Like that.
Daylight, Disaster.
Yeah.
You got
Geechee for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Myers.
Danny. Then you got to go white rappers. You got to go Frack.
Yeah.
You got to go motherfucking
Thesaurus.
You got to go Awkward.
Sure, it's awkward. Yeah.
Yeah. So and mind you, these lists is just it's so many more on these lists and stuff. Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. I still think Harlem, you know what I'm saying, is is number one out that. You know what I'm saying? I think Jersey number two. You know what? My brother Hitman had great runs against Harlem and Jersey by himself too. Yeah, so that's why I said, you know what I'm saying. And then if we do New York, it's over. But see, the Bronx, you got Goods, and then Queens, you got DNA and Hollow, right? And then the X got some other dope rap, but see, that's the thing, they ain't have enough.
I mean, they got Chess. Chess is
no, but that's what I'm saying. You got Goods, you got Chess.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Brooklyn, you got Math.
Cortez ain't really hitting.
Math, Cortez, and Brooklyn. Like,
I mean, you had Jerry West for a while.
Jerry, yeah, you see what I'm saying? So salute to all the talent now. You get what I'm saying? And there's much more names. Like We Go Hard in Brooklyn. That whole league got so much talent on there or whatnot. The Bronx, the X got some other talent and stuff. So, I would say that. So now y'all understand why I don't be just being political. These top 5 lists is really tough to come up with.
Subjective.
You know what I'm saying?
They're always subjective. Like in music,
always
like everything. Yeah. Because I
mean,
but
here's what I will say though.
Mm-hmm.
When anybody come up with a top 5 list, I probably I usually beat probably 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
You're on my top 5.
So look, right? So the Mount Rushmore thing, right? Like I don't really get into that. I never care about it because my slogan is, you know what I mean? My motto is, there's only one animal that can walk across the Mount Rushmore, and that's the motherfucking goat. So I always laugh and say, for everybody that does make a Mount Rushmore, I don't need to be on that. I'm a goat, and only one animal can actually walk across the fucking faces of people that's on there and X them out, and that's a goat. Because how the fuck the goat get up there? Yo, where did you yo?
A lot of hard work and hustle.
Why is it never footage of the goat? Yo, why is it never footage of the goat walking up that motherfucker, but it's always footage of them stuck and just laying there?
Yeah, they can just catch the picture of it though, like cool.
Yeah, like yo. So my thing is, that's how I look at myself. So even with like a Mount Rushmore, my motto is, when they say a Mount Rushmore, if I'm not on it, I always laugh and say, name your Mount Rushmore. When they name them, I say, I know I beat 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 4 minimum.
Yeah.
So that list doesn't matter to me,
Now with that being said, right? Like, do you go back and do you rewatch any of your battles? You know what I'm saying, just to get new insight on any of them? And if you do, or if you don't, do you have a favorite battle you did?
I can answer that one. I can answer that one.
Okay, let me hear that.
So at this current, all right. So no, I don't watch none of my battles. I know I played around in quite a few of them or whatnot, which I can still watch it. That's not the point. Sometimes I think to myself, like, I got my son now, and this was before I even had a son.
Yeah.
I used to tell myself, one day I probably want to sit down with my son And when he old enough to understand like what's really going on, and we sit back and watch, and he probably tell me if I was trash or if I was good, because you
Yeah.
know them bars gonna stink in 2037 and
Oh
shit
yeah,
like
for sure. Yeah.
that. Them shit is gonna stink, you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I want to see you know, how I looked and the things I used to did, and you know what's crazy? Sometimes I think about it like the way life is too. Sometimes I should just sit down and actually watch him now with him while he's two, because you never know, tomorrow's not promised today, and you know,
Yep.
you want to get to that age where you can just sit and watch your old work. But no, I don't really watch myself or whatnot. I just keep it moving on to the next. And as far as the other question go, my favorite battle from myself at this point in time in my life would be the T-Rex battle,
Mm, I was just talking about
because
that.
I had a lot. My back was really against the wall,
Yeah.
and that one, for what was going on at that time, for what I was about to get hit with, you know what I mean? And if I didn't handle that situation like a champ and accordingly, it could have
Yeah.
been real bad for me, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
everything, like outside of battle rap. So
Yeah.
I always look at that to know how well I can handle pressure, like the fights I can get in, like how I'm a motherfucking monster, and those type of things. And then at that time, the other reason too is because he was scorching hot. Now, granted,
Yeah.
he ain't have nothing against me because he was just trying to land that one angle, but he was on fire for about a year and a half, 2 years. He was scorching. This when they did the total slaughter shit. He
Yeah.
ran through the whole
Oh.
house. He was
Mhm.
in battles going crazy. Um, so with that being said, oh, and here's the other main reason. You know where we from?
Yeah.
I couldn't walk. He's from downtown. I'm from uptown.
Yeah.
He's from Forster Projects and all that. I'm from uptown. You know what I'm saying? 142nd and Lennox. I couldn't walk the streets of Harlem on a nice summer day hearing, man, you let Rex whip your ass.
Yeah.
I
Especially in
didn't.
Harlem too. Harlem, they talk shit like a
Can you imagine me
motherfucker,
getting a,
bro.
you hear it, cocoa, mango, cherry. I'm like, Papa, give me mango, cherry, Papa. He's scooping the ice. Yeah, nigga, you should have put that ice on your face. That nigga whipped you
Yeah,
out and
nigga
shit.
whooped
Like,
your
yo,
ass,
yo,
son.
yo, yo,
I
yo,
still
yo,
remember what you said to
yo.
Tay Rock years ago, man. You said it, you said, don't bring my ass home. You beat that
Hey,
ass
yo,
whooping.
you want to hear some crazy? Rest in peace, grandma. She really told me that, yo.
I
and and
believe it.
and really told me that, and I applied that in rap, and it became one of my best things that I've ever did. So for me, that's one of my favorite too, because that's my first. That's what put me on. So that's
Yeah, that
always
one
got to be
definitely
one,
got
right?
you on.
But if I could go, I would go to T Rex performance because that was flawless.
Yeah.
And you want to know something funny? Even though I 3-0 Luke Castro, it's something about that battle with the glow that I had. I love watching. I love watching my first and my second round. It was something different with me that day. And I always thank my young boy Luke Castro for that, because two reasons. One, for him being electrifying and him
That
trying to
nigga
really,
is
he
nice.
tried to get rid
So
of,
nice. He is so
he
nice.
Yeah.
tried to get rid of me, right?
Yes.
And here's what he did. Here's why I thank him for what he did. Because his dumb ass wanted to be so tough. And when they went to flip the coin, he said, I'm gonna go first. Fuck
Oh
that.
shit.
I said, why would you do that?
Yeah.
He said, I'm going first.
Fucked up.
And
You
to
ain't know
this
who you was
day, he
fucking
always
with.
say, yo, man, I don't know why I did that. I said, you was in the moment. You seen the crowd. You wanted to grab them quick, which is great. It's just that you didn't know what I was going to be on. So
Yeah.
what happened is when he did his blow up skirt, Marilyn Monroe, the rebuttal with the jazz skirt off is how
Yeah.
I was able to
Oh.
take the momentum. See, if I go first, that momentum doesn't get
Yeah,
created.
no.
Tag.
Feel
Right.
me? Yeah, it don't get created
Right.
till
That's
later
how he
on,
gets
which could be too
it.
late.
Yeah.
Right.
So once soon as he finished, I'm like, oh my goodness, he's out of here. And then the big dog scheme where nobody knew I was naming dogs the whole time and shit. I just look at that, and that's, you know, here's some crazy. The Rex battle was the first one I looked up. I always thank God after every battle, no matter what happens, win, lose, draw. But that was one of the battles I looked at myself and said, yo, you's a fucking monster, nigga. You a champ. That was the first battle I ever looked at myself and did that with, besides the first Tay Rock battle. And then the Luke Castro battle, it's like one of them battles where I looked at myself and was genuinely like dumbfounded and in awe of the shit that I came up with.
Yeah.
See, usually if I see my battle, I see my performance and shit, I'd be like, oh, I could have did better, or I could have delivered that different. The Luke Castro battle is something I watch and I say, yo, how the fuck did you think of that, kid? Like, how did you come up with that? Like, run up on a nigga that's husky and get your chin crossed. When I say, think you a boxer, like how I just put that shit to leave him in the trunk to rot while the cops
Yeah.
think what's giving this scent off to Nina Golden. But if I don't get a chance to retrieve it, I'm letting six off. Hey, holla. They ain't even know. I was talking about all big dogs, boxer,
Ah.
golden retriever, Rottweiler. And when I started naming the dogs, everybody started going,
Everybody
oh my,
Start catching on,
I
yeah.
remember that shit. I
they
remember
start
that shit. That shit
catching
was
on.
crazy.
That's probably my top 5 schemes.
You just
Of,
start
of,
hearing
of,
the crowd just start
Yeah.
like murmuring, like,
Like,
oh, something's happening.
yeah,
bruh,
Yeah.
because
crazy.
you know it was that like I get it
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the big
So
part,
I
man.
will say
Yeah.
the T-Rex, of course you got the Tay-Rock battle, the T-Rex battle, and the Lou Castro battle as of my recent performances or whatnot. But out of those three, if I could just make one the best
Right,
or
T-Rex.
whatnot, I always say the T-Rex battle. I always say it because of what I had to go against. But I ain't gonna lie, I might have to switch back to the Tay Rock first time, man. I just think
Hey,
that was so elite. I just think that was so elite.
that
Yeah,
shit was
so that's
lit.
what I got to go with.
The one that I fuck with the most that I've seen, and I watch it back all the time, dog, is you and Rosenberg. I don't care what y'all talk, yo, like,
I'm
bro, when
Yeah,
shit,
I
that was a
listen
good
to
bird.
one.
that
I
shit,
know that. I
that
know that
shit
nigga
is
personally.
straight bars, bro.
I'm
I'm
Yeah,
listening
shit,
to that
bird.
shit front to back, bro.
Two Rottweilers
yeah,
guarding the
that shit.
bricks,
It's
bird.
two, it's
Yeah,
literally two
yeah,
dogs in one fucking
yeah.
cage, and
That
somebody
was
gotta
a
come
that
out.
was a good one.
And
That
Well, you
was
know,
Rosenberg is
we
I
were
tough.
just,
Big
we
ups
were
to him. He's tough.
we're talking about
yo,
battles
listen.
and everything.
You know how you know that battle was dope too? I got him. In this. Yo, look how energy works. So I mentioned Luke. I mentioned Tay Rock, Luke Castro, and we just mentioned
Rosenberg.
Rosenberg Raw.
Yeah.
So I got all three of them. They first. No, you know what? Yeah, I got all three of them. They first. I think I got Tay Rock his first 2 million, but I got the other two his first. They first million view battles. So Lou Castro got his first million, right? And it's crazy how Lou got his because I battle dropped on YouTube like 4 years later.
Yeah.
And it still went crazy. So and then and Rosenberg, salute to my brother ARP, the whole RBE
Yeah.
family. That was a great matchup he put together. Two fat dudes, one albino, the other, the other dude
Yeah,
light,
that
the other
shit was
light
so
skin.
good,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
This is
So
a
it was
picture of that nigga from the sand.
It's just same nigga from two different hoods,
two
bro. That's all
different,
it
the
is.
same nigga,
That's
Yeah,
the
all it
same
is,
nigga.
bro.
One nigga was
my
in the air
God.
fryer for an extra 10 seconds. You know what I'm
That's all.
saying?
Yeah. One nigga just
So
darker
Yeah,
than the other.
let me
Shit.
let me let me ask you this, Clips.
Yeah.
If you could redo one era of your career with today's mindset,
Mm,
which year are you picking?
Ooh,
mm.
shit.
That's a
Yeah, I
good
came
one.
prepared today.
Yeah.
If I couldn't pick,
This wasn't gonna be just a Q&A and just,
Mm.
we gotta hit you
I
with some
like, I
stuff,
like,
you
yeah,
I
know?
right.
got some good ass questions.
Yeah.
If I can change one era from battle rap with today's IQ, you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mindset.
Oh,
Just
mindset. Sorry, with today's
just yeah.
mindset.
How you feel today and you look back at your eras of your career, which one would you change with how you think today? Like, hey, I could
I
do it.
I would. Oh shit. Mm-mm-mm.
That's a tough one.
No, it ain't. I got something that y'all probably actually might like. Actually,
He almost hit you with a psych.
Like,
I actually would change this era.
like today's era?
I would change today's, and I would take it back to when we was on World Star.
Oh,
I
Okay.
would take it back to when we were doing, when we were when niggas was going at blogs when we barely knew each other. When you didn't
yeah.
know if the other nigga really was gonna him and his niggas was gonna try to do something to you at the event. So you had 30 niggas, they had 30 niggas. Y'all talking about what y'all gonna do to each other. Y'all disrespecting each other. When y'all see each other, it's up, it's lit, but y'all still had a battle, but you really don't know the dude. I like that because the climate that we in, we all homies now, and you can
Yeah.
still have some wars to go with each other, right? It just depends on the argument at hand and what's going on. So it depends on who's arguing and how they're arguing or whatnot. And the reason why I would change it now is because battle rap is just a little stagnant. It's gonna get back right again, but it's a little stagnant at this moment. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Free my dog Geechee, free Sue
Yes.
Surf, my
Free
dog
surf,
Surf,
yeah.
free
Yeah.
Bill Collector, my dog Bill.
Free bill, yeah.
That mean, if I could change it, rewind time, they wouldn't be locked up. Everybody
That's
be
it.
getting ready to go to war. So if you look at battle rap now, um, salute to Jay Mills, salute the Good, salute the DNA for setting off the whole battle rap on
Yes.
beat shit that they got going on, right? So it's slowly kind of getting there, right? With that part about it, right? But it used to be a time where that used to happen. Battles used to get booked, but niggas just used to do blogs and shit, dissing niggas anyway.
Yeah.
People, YouTube's was hot. Remember, we didn't have Instagram at that
Yeah.
time and shit. So
Yeah.
YouTube was like the main source at that, like the main source of delivering your videos of what you got. So now
Mm-hmm.
you don't see these dudes coming at the other person, doing their own marketing and promotion to get their own battle pumped up or calling people out.
Yeah.
Now you go to the bloggers and salute to the bloggers. You go to them and call people out to do whatever, right? And then they get the content, then they promote it because they got a nice buzz and shit, right? But what happened to when people just used to wake up, yo, man, you know what? I thought about it today, man. Fuck you, nigga, get in the ring, and it just be like that. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't if the money right or we got to figure this out. It was just let's do it. The leagues would agree real quick and that. So if I could at this particular moment, like right now, I would change this era right here, with the mindset that I do have now and go back to that and
Okay.
let everybody go to war. You
That's
know what
what's
I'm
up.
saying? Yeah.
You know what else I
I
miss
like
too,
that.
with
I
because we're
like that.
mentioning all the old days, and I'm gonna get Dior in here with a question, but I miss like the old grind time nowadays.
Oh,
So
Oh
Khan and
my
all those
They
God.
guys.
had
Yes.
they had 92
Yes.
divisions and shit. They had a division in
Yes.
modern. They had like 92 divisions. They had
But
a Jewish division. They had a Muslim division. They
yeah,
had a
they was
Chinese
loaded.
division.
they had all kinds of shit. But you know what? Because you it brought it up because you mentioned the old like YouTube days, and it's like during that time it was there was a lot of grind time on there. A lot
Mhm.
of people knew who Math Hoffa was because he punched a dude, one time
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
yeah,
hat hit his fucking
Yeah.
forehead. So it's like the
yeah,
old YouTube days. All you needed was Kimbo Slice
yeah,
after
yeah.
that. But Dior, what?
Okay. Shout out to Kimbo.
Yeah, shout out to rest in peace, Kimbo
Yeah.
Slice. Dior, what you got?
Rest
Rest in
in
peace,
peace,
Kimbo.
Kimbo, for sure.
Yeah,
But you know what? Grind time is a staple and a big part of battle rap history.
yeah,
Salute to all the CEOs and league owners from that time. And big shout out to my bro, my dog Direct, for being a lot like
yeah,
behind the scenes with it. But and rest in peace, PH Pumpkinhead, the leader and the
yes,
CEO and league owner of the East Coast division. That's where Cortez, DNA, Swave, so many artists flourished. Rome
yeah.
was there, Conceited.
It's
Yeah, I'm
But
looking
you
up
underrated,
know what I'm saying?
now.
Well,
honestly,
Conceited
bro.
wasn't Conceited did both,
It's pretty
but he's
underrated.
from Cali and New York, pretty much. So
It's
he
like
did
it's like
both.
when you think about like Pride and UFC, like most of
Yeah,
them, like Pride is like where most of like them OGs came from. Like your
yeah,
BJ Penns and your
Yeah,
Fedors. That's where like most of like the killers came from out of the
yeah. So
yeah,
now
what I'm
So,
grind
saying?
time,
so
and it's once something is pretty much not at its highest level financially of making money, the fun and the excitement and the love is still there. But once the money gets heightened, and respectfully so, a lot of stuff loses value. And the money messed up what battle rap was really about and could have been at that time. And the reason why I say that is because I always felt like Grind Time versus URL should have been a thing.
yes,
King of the
yo,
Dot
yo,
versus URL
I
should have
used
been
to
a
talk
thing.
about that.
yes,
RBE versus URL should have been a thing.
Yes.
RBE versus King of the Dot should be a
Woo.
thing or should have been a
Yes,
thing.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? I would say Lush one should still get up and direct and grab 5 to 6, 7 OGs from Grind Time and challenge every league and say, yo, we'll pull up on your platform with my 7 and let's all go at it. And those are the type of moves that can be made to bring battle rap back or start a new wave and feel of things that could be going on right now at this particular moment, you know? And that's why I feel like at that time, Grind Time was very needed. So much talent. Look, you got Arsenal versus Conceited over there. Arsenal versus Awkwards. Awkwards versus T-Rex. Dumbfounded over there. You got motherfucker. Man, it's so much talent and greatness over there in that Grind Time world. And, you know, just unfortunate that everybody had to go over to one league to do something on their own merit when I felt like the league owners should have really sat down as leaders of the culture just as well and say, yo, you know what? Let's put together a fucking big ass event where we all just make money. Now we all not going to make as much money as we probably would individually. We did our own thing, but what we doing is setting up bigger money for all of us to eat on our set, you know, but like I said, it does what it does. But Grind Time, salute to Grind Time. And
absolutely.
Yeah, Grind Time was definitely loved.
Dior, what you got?
Yeah. So I mean, it's interesting that we like talk about like just all this like classic stuff, you know, Grind Time, you know, going back to all that, and then going back to something we talked about earlier, you doing the on beat battle with Reed.
With Reed,
Yeah, that was really nice as well. So let me ask you, like we seeing leagues like MC War bringing back on beat battles. Like, do you think that that's the future of the culture, or do you think that that's just a nostalgia trip for us to go like back to the DVD era type shit?
Great question. All right, so it's nostalgia. Um, it's nostalgia, right? Because you got a couple of leagues, right, that do on beat. You name one. Look at like a Verbal Warzone. I forgot the homie name. He got some joint called the Walk Down, which I think is fire.
I know
It was
Gate
kind
to
of
the
like
Garden
something,
does it too
huh?
sometimes. Gate to the Garden does it too sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
You've been
depends. Yeah.
seeing it more lately.
Yeah.
So you know, and I had this stuff with I paid a few battle rappers to get on beat and do some theme type joints. Saga versus Twerk, that's still on my YouTube. DNA K Shine versus A Ward and Loso versus Arsenal. I got paid them out of pocket to do these things, and because it was during COVID, niggas couldn't get up, so I came out of pocket and paid people to go at it on beat and stuff just as well. So the on beat will always be right there. It just doesn't get the full light that it could get now. I say that to say, right now, if on beat battles was gonna be the marquee thing, it's the time is now. And the reason why is because on beat right now is hotter than battles right now. So with Mills, with Jay Mills, Hitman, Mickey Fax, A Verb, Jack Boy Main, Trufo, B Magic, Cassidy, Bonnie, Godiva. I'm trying to name everybody that's got disc records and stuff floating around or whatever. If I missed you, my fault. But everybody that got disc records floating around right now, if you look at, that's what battle rappers is doing right now. So right now, to me, if somebody was to grab that, right, and say, hey, y'all two just had a classic on beat joint, let's put them on beat. You feel what I'm saying? And let's turn that into something. Fans will come out at this particular moment that wouldn't have came out before because they got a glimpse and a taste of what it's like for these dudes to go at it on beat. Now let's see it in person. So what I feel like Jay Mills has the opportunity to actually take over the game. And here's why I say that. Right now, he's the disc record king right now. You dig what I'm saying? He's taking out a lot of people right now with his disc records. You know what I'm saying? Like he just won that Easy to Block Captain, something crazy. And he took on Goods, he took on DNA, Jack Boy Main, B Magic, A Verb, and now Easy to Block Captain. So when you look at that list, he's taking on legends. So think about this. And if I was Mills, I probably would have been like, yo, listen, I know niggas want to battle me a cappella. I'll do 2 rounds a cappella and a third round on beat. You know what I'm saying? Give everybody a sample of what you want.
The whole
Get right,
buffet.
because right, and give you the whole sample of what you want, and I would do
That's
that.
tough. I like
I
that.
would do that. That's
Yeah.
why I think he got a chance to take over the game and make it his and do that right now because he's in high demand. You know what I'm saying? So if battle rap was gonna get on beat and make any particular move, it would be right now. But once
Right.
these battles start getting back going, like it's a big summertime event and this all of that, then that's gonna, that's not gonna die down, but it won't be the focal point of battle rap or what's going on. But right
Yeah.
now, this records is like the main shit right now in battle rap
It,
over
it's kind of
battles.
it's kind of like how it was during COVID, where like rather than there being these massive events with a whole bunch of people, like stuff was more was
Right.
still coming out, but it was just more isolated and made sure
COVID, nigga, all
motherfuckers.
they did was sit in Twitter spaces.
Yeah, right.
That's all they did.
But I mean, it's still very interesting. That this is happening right now. So I was just wanted to ask that question because it just seems like something
Nah,
that's
great question. And
Yeah.
like I said, battle rap is never gonna go all on beat.
yeah,
It's always going to be an acapella thing.
yeah,
Because you get to express yourself to the max without the beat, right?
facts,
The beat has a tempo and a time on it that you have to explain yourself.
right,
With no beat, you can take forever, and how long you want to get your point across is your
facts,
world. When
Yeah.
you
facts.
rap on beat, it is not your world. The beat is actually more important than the rapper sometimes, which is why the producer
Yeah.
gets the heavier percent than you know what I mean than the artist get.
He won
The
because of
beat.
me. It's my beat.
Yeah, yeah.
Metro, shut your ass up
That's
and make
Hey,
some
you got
drums,
you
nigga.
got you got experience. You got experience doing both. You know what I'm saying? You was on Wild and Out rapping on beat. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
but speaking of that though, you know what I'm saying? When you do something like that, when you go on Wild and Out, and then you have to go to a URL stage, like where motherfuckers just want to take your head off. Like, is there a switch you gotta like turn on? Like when you like a different like thing you have to bring, or is
Nah.
it
See, here's the thing. Once you do battle rap, and the way the fans are and everything, right? It'll prepare you for everything in life, pretty much. Niggas will boo you. Niggas will
Facts.
write online and shit on you and come at you and make complaints about you and do all that. If you can survive those things and those things don't bother you, oh, you're ready for any and everything. Nothing is going to bother you. You
Yeah.
dig what I'm saying? So when I got put on to Wildin' Out, first of all, another thing that was dope that helped me too when I first got there, Chico DC and Carlos and everybody else and the way they the love they showed me when I pulled up, boy, it made a nigga feel right at home. So it wasn't like I came in, was on some everybody looking at me like, who the fuck is this and what's going on? Soon as I walked in, this motherfucker, Chico and Carlos start battling me. Soon as I stepped foot in there, you know what I'm saying? Started battling me, and my dog DC was already doing skits on Vine and shit about me, whatever. He did a skit, mention my name and shit or whatever. So DC is a battle rap connoisseur, like battle rap is his shit.
Yeah.
So it's already that world in there. But
Yeah.
the difference is everybody on Wild and Out is on one accord. There's nobody trying to be bigger than better than nobody. And I can
yeah,
honestly say, as long as I've been on there, there's nobody trying to outdo the other person. Like if a nigga having a bad day, we gonna lift him up out this motherfucker. You having a bad day in battle rap, you might as well call your mother or God. Cause ain't nobody else coming to do nothing for you. So
Yeah.
that's the difference. Battle rap prepares you for evil shit, prepares you for moments. If you feel like shit time is rushing, you're back against the wall, battle rap make you go, yo, I done been through all this shit in battle rap. This shit ain't nothing to me. So when I get in front of 15, 20,000 people, yeah, I may have been in front of 2,000 people in battle rap, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, 2,500, whatever it is, in arenas, and while I'm out, been in front of 15,000, 20,000, got them all screaming and jumping and shit. But everything is like that to me. If it's one person in the crowd, I treat it like it's 20,000. If it's 20,000 in the crowd, I treat it like I'm talking to one person in the crowd.
Yeah.
But battle rap prepared me for that mentality, for that mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you are him, and everywhere you go, you're gonna put on. Because you got to think when you can walk in somewhere where people are betting money or want you to lose. Because remember, battle rap was at a time where you were going against regions and people ain't like you. Like I was the first like like good guy / villain. I was the first like Batman or whatever, or Fat Man, whatever you would call me. Like I was like, and I say that because what is Batman, right? Batman is a vigilante, right? Some people feel like Batman is a villain in Gotham, but he's not,
And
right?
he's also black, so it fits, it works.
but you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that, remember, I was the first one going against Aver when Aver was having a whole when Aver battled Hollow and all that, he didn't have the whole St. Louis and everybody going against him, the whole Midwest going against him. That was me. When I battled Big T, I had the whole Chicago going against me. The whole Midwest wanted me to lose. When I battled X Factor, the whole Midwest wanted, you know what I'm saying? So I was and this was all love and fun. They always show love, but I'm saying it was on some wrestling shit. So you were going places and performing where people were literally waiting for you to lose. Everybody loved you. Everybody loved you, but you're going against their hometown. They want you to lose.
They had you
So
battling
imagine,
CM Punk. They had you battling CM Punk in Chicago, basically.
Like shit.
Yeah.
Yo,
by the way, we have a wrestling podcast too. So you're talking to massive
we're
wrestling
all
fans.
wrestling fans.
Yeah,
we're all
wrestling fans and sports fans.
Shit.
So yeah, we hit all the genres on this channel. We have a sports pod, wrestling pod.
You know who you got to get up here? I'll line y'all up. Y'all ever reached out to Tay Rock and Chess?
Whoa.
I'd love
to get them motherfuckers up
We'd love to get them on here.
You talking about wrestling? Like
bro.
I watched that wrestling events they did, man. That shit was
for the Tay-Rock Chess.
Saga is nasty with wrestling.
Saga is so nasty.
So if y'all want to talk wrestling and battle rap, like those 2 or 3 or 4, those ones they know their shit or whatnot.
We're wide open.
I come from the golden era. You know what I'm saying? I come from the golden era. I come from the era where the big boot, the leg drop was like a.
So you come from the server era, because that's that
era. Yo, really think about, like, rest in peace Hogan, right?
Right.
But really think about like the leg drop. Like it has no kind of like nothing. It's just the leg drop, right?
Yeah.
But at that time.
That was everything.
It was the golden.
This nigga drop a leg on you, bro. That shit like dropping a nuke.
So wait, Clips. Let me ask you. Yeah. Can you give me a top 5 wrestlers of all time?
Okay, hold on. Hulk Hogan, even though you said nigga.
No.
One thing about me is, even if somebody do some whack shit or some sucker shit, if you showed them love before they did that, where were they at before they did that? So I'm that type of person. Hulk Hogan changed the game of wrestling.
Yeah,
he was a leader in 2 different eras. It ain't too many that can say that. NWO. And his era when he first came, and coming into with the younger dudes, and being NWO, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, gotta give Hogan that. I'm gonna always go with. Listen, man, there's only one man in this world that can wear a skirt, man, and I respect him, man.
You're Piper.
Let's go.
Hi, Piper.
We'll never
My
get
man
to hear
Rod. Gotta respect Rod, yo, because you know why I respect Rod. You wanna know why I really respect Rod? Rod wasn't a crazy wrestler, man. Rod was a brawler.
Rod talked that shit, though. He talked that shit.
Yeah,
he was
good on the mic.
Rod was a fighter to me. He wasn't per se like a wrestler, right? He was like a fighter. That little snap jab. That little shoulder strut jab he got. That little. Hey, you know what I'm saying? When you think about that, he always had a bum knee. He always had a bum knee.
Right.
But I always loved him, or whatever, because the skirt covered the knee. So you don't know what's going on and shit. So we're going to go Hogan. We're going to go Roddy. Shawn Michaels, of course. Gotta go Shawn.
Okay.
Shawn changed the game in terms of rock and roll vibes. He brought finesse and superstardom to it. He brought commercial success to it just as well, right? Because Hogan was a certified wrestler, like a diesel wrestler. Rowdy was a brawler, fighter, really gangster. Shawn Michaels, pretty boy, sweet chin music, of course, but he can actually wrestle. He can wrestle his ass off.
Yeah.
You know what? Because Brett, right? Brett is regarded as the best technician in wrestling, like the best technical wrestler, right? If you just go in regular wrestling, like that's what they used to say, right? Of course, other people came after. I love Brett. I just think that Brett. Do I put Brett in my top 5 at that time?
No.
Hogan, Rowdy, Shawn Michaels. Shit.
Bro, this is like a nightmare for me, bro. You know, like when one of your favorite battle rappers start telling you they top 5 wrestlers and Bret Hart starts getting included, bro.
Hold on. I didn't
You're
look.
breaking his
I asked
heart.
the question.
They say never meet your heroes, Dre. Never meet your heroes.
Never beat your hero.
Look. I ain't put him there. Yeah, but hold on, Dre. Hold on. Time out. What's going on with you and Brett? What happened?
Me and Bret had beef.
He made him stop battle rapping.
That's probably what made me stop battle rapping is Bret Hart, bro. My hatred for him is different.
What happened?
Bro, I just heard I've seen too much and know too much about that man personally. I don't like him. That's why I don't like him.
All right, bet. See, I ain't put him in there yet. That's why I said I was thinking. So I'm gonna go. I got 2 more. I'm gonna go with gotta go Stone Cold, man. Gotta go Stone Cold.
That's fair.
I named 3 from the older era. Let me go. Let me go up to date with it. Gotta go Stone Cold. And for the last and final one, the Brooklyn Brawler. No, I'm joking. Hold on.
I was about to be like, all right, bro. I'm about to take your favorite part real quick.
But listen though. Brooklyn Brawler showed me that you always need somebody that's like left field or like that, like that's just there. So for him to wrestle with jeans on and a little hat with dirty jeans and a t-shirt, I loved it, bro. I loved it.
You should have said the gobbledygooker at that point, my nigga.
Nigga should have said the hillbillies and shit.
The Brooklyn Brawler was basically the Washington Generals of the Washington Generals of professional wrestling. They're just
oh my god, yes.
It's so bad.
All right, we got Hogan, Roddy, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, and for the last one, I got it. I mean, if we're gonna go up to date, then I got to go to Rock. Man. Rock changed the game. Now, if you notice my list is 3 older dudes, 2 of the younger ones. Well, not young no more, but 2 of the younger ones, right? But the reason why it's tough to give the wrestler joints is because some niggas was real wrestlers that got really busy. And some was just really, really superstars, right?
Yeah.
In terms of wrestling, they wasn't really too crazy, but they were fucking superstars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, Stone Cold used to wrestle when he was just Steve Austin. Like, but once he became Stone Cold,
Stunning Steve, yeah.
Yeah, I think when he became Stone Cold, I just felt like he was just some fighter. Like I felt like he wasn't even wrestling no more.
Yeah.
He was punching, kicking.
I think that's the biggest thing when you go into talking about wrestling and especially WWE terms. Like I think the biggest thing is trying to transcend and be that superstar and have that superstar status. But one thing I'm surprised that you didn't say, since you were a fan of the era that you're a fan of, no Ric Flair in there?
Nah, I can't. So here's the thing. I can't put Flair over Hogan because Flair ain't changed the game like Hogan. I can't put Flair over Rowdy because Rowdy was just the first nigga I seen wear a skirt and niggas was scared of. I ain't never see that when I was a kid. Like you was told, don't you ever wear a skirt. Then you see this nigga come out with one and just be decking everybody. You like, yo, I gotta fuck with him. He gangster. I like him. And then I'm gonna tell you too though.
And he can play the bagpipes. Damn.
He's
a musician too.
And don't forget, Rowdy had a couple movies, or just a couple movies. I used to watch all them nasty little funny ass low budget movies these niggas used to have. Like one of my favorite stupidest movies is No Holds Bars.
Oh my god, Hogan. Oh my god.
He said, "What's
Yeah.
that smell? Dookie."
Dookie.
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 Just stupid shit. This stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I was younger, see, the thing about what happened to me was, and here's what happened to me. So my wrestling IQ has dwindled tremendously. I used to really be into wrestling when I was younger. Then I hit a point when I was growing up where I didn't even watch it no more. Like I would watch Stone Cold and The Rock,
Yeah.
the Rocketeers, Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying?
Did you say
Back
the
then when they had,
Rocketeers?
yeah,
The Rockers.
Rocker. Sorry, Rocker.
It's like
I named
Rocketeers.
It took me a
what's the
minute.
niggas from
Who?
what's the Rocketeers from no, that's Team
Rocket.
Rocket. I'm mixing up all these niggas from Pokemon.
Hey, yo. Niggas' knowledge is crazy.
I think the Rocketeers was I think a Broadway a movie, right? Was it the Rocketeer? I think it was.
The Rockettes. That's at the New York.
The
You got the
Rockettes, but I
Rockettes.
think it's a movie called The Rocketeer. It was the dude
Rocketeer,
that
yeah,
had,
with the helmet, the brown
the helmet on, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So, but you see how Server corrected me, right? Like what?
Now I know how you come up with these rebuttals. Like it's just fucking random shit
Oh,
that's fucking
shit.
going through your head at all times.
Look, like right there, I would have fucked up. Look, right there, I would have fucked up and said the Rocketeer. You'd have been like the Rocketeers. I'd have been like, look, my wrestling shit messing up. I either got shed Tay Rocketeer, then the Rocketeer, then the Rocketeer,
Oh,
the
my
Rocketeer.
God.
You start going into, you know what I'm saying?
And then who
Niggas
knows?
would
The
have
Rock
flipped
will
that into
appear.
Houston, not a Rockets here. You know what I mean?
Oh, not a Rocketeer. Oh
Yeah,
my
so like,
God.
all right, so like with that being
so
said about
you gotta
like
fix, yeah.
wrestling and battle rap, right? If you was to compare yourself to a wrestler, who would you compare yourself to?
Body wise, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh my God.
Oh,
man.
if I could compare myself to a wrestler, that is
Hey,
a
this
great
nigga's
question.
wild.
I would say that, and I hate doing this because he's had that fucking racial slur, which I still don't. Hogan, man, why you do that? And the reason why I say Hogan is because Hogan started a wave in two different eras. So did I. You see what I'm saying? I came in battle rap in '09, made a super staple for myself in 2011.
Yeah.
That's the whole Midwest movement, all that stuff going on, right? And then we had two different eras at that time going, and I was the man in both of those. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So just like Hogan, the man in two different eras, um, or whatnot. So even though I have every attribute in wrestling, right? Because Hogan could get technical with wrestling if he wanted to, right? He
Mm-hmm.
know a bunch of moves, spins, holds, submission holds, and stuff, right? But that just wasn't in his character to do that as part of his
He did
gimmick.
it in
Which you could,
Japan. He did it in. He had a
In
stint
Japan,
in
yeah, he
Japan.
did a
He was
he
a
bunch.
did it in
bad man.
Japan.
He
Did a bunch.
had
You see
more
what
of a
I'm
He was
saying?
movement
So
there.
a
Yeah.
wrestler in Japan.
So he has that skill set to do that. Same thing as me. Sometimes I don't display everything that I can do, but I got an arsenal, everything. And the final reason why I would say that, or two final reasons, is one of the most viewed, biggest ever, right, in the history of wrestling, ever, right? And then the main thing is his special moves are nothing exquisite, right? So I'm one of them people, when you look at Rock, Surf, I can name a bunch of other battle rappers just as well, right? Their delivery and how they rhyme, they're like the epitome of street battle rap rhyming.
Yeah.
I'm not the epitome of street battle rap rhyming. I'm the epitome of one of the best entertainers to ever do it, and
Yeah.
best battle rappers, but more on the entertainment side, right?
Yeah.
But when I grip a gun, I take you on a roller coaster in a different way. When they grip a gun, they face is evil, they moving different, right? So they feel more street when they do this. So with Hogan, he didn't have any special joints, like he had the leg drop or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and the slam or whatever, but it was regular. But it would still get you the fuck out of here when it hits you, though.
No,
You know what
word.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm not going to get low and creep. I'm not going to spin around and twirl and do a 360 and flip on stage and then shoot you and do all kind of other shit. I'm going to
Right.
stand in one spot and move. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
do you. And I just felt like that was
And
Hogan.
people gonna love it. And
And
If it
people
gonna
ain't
love
broke,
it.
don't fix it. You know
We're
what
gonna
I'm
And
eat
saying?
it up.
that's why I feel like that was Hogan. I feel like that was Hogan, and just like me, Hogan was the people's fucking champ, like the first people's champ. And then niggas didn't like Hogan, kind of no more after that.
then
Kind of
it
like
then it became the white people's champ. You know what I mean? But that's a whole different podcast.
That is very true. That
That's
is
a whole
very
different way.
true.
So, like I said, we do a wrestling podcast. We also have my good buddy Joe, the Manted. Shout out Joe. He's the co-host for it.
what up,
So
Joe?
we would love to
My
have
son's goddad.
you and other people who that want to be involved in a wrestling podcast and talk, and
No,
they're always more
listen.
than
No
welcome to be on.
lie. I'll hit they because I probably be with Tay Rock on Saturday, Friday and Saturday.
Okay, yeah, we could
Yeah,
do
yeah,
something.
and me. So I'll
Definitely.
speak to them or whatnot, and I'll put them in line with you, server, and I'll give them your number, and
Okay.
y'all take it from there. You already know you got direct contact to me, and
Yeah.
we do what we need to do.
So
Which
we have
does that your server? Does that shit feel weird, bro? Like just knowing you
it's
could text
weird.
Charlie Clips at
You,
any fucking moment, bro.
you know what's
Like
weird?
ain't that weird?
I text him
That's
I
crazy.
text him before the Super Bowl because I want to see because he you still gamble, right, Trey? You still gamble?
Yeah. I just don't go to the casino no more. That helps me save thousands. But
So
Yeah,
I
I
was
don't
I
blame
do
hoping
you.
my
he'd have
DraftKings
like
shit though.
he would have
Not
like a good secret Super Bowl pick or something for me, and he had like the same pick that I had.
Same
We both
pick.
thought Seattle.
And we
Like,
both was right.
yeah,
Yo,
we both
listen,
were.
server, look, I tried to get my mind to go Patriots, right? Because I knew everybody was going for the Seahawks, right?
Yeah,
So the reason why it took so long, and when it was right before kickoff, I think I wrote you like, yo,
yeah,
Seahawks. Like
yeah.
right
You
before
told
the
me like
my
right
kickoff.
nigga.
before. I
My
was like,
nigga,
Because
I
no
never
bet for
did it.
me.
Nope. No. I
because
never
look,
believed in him. Never believed
because
in Drake, man.
I knew if the Patriots could win and I went Patriots, I was about to, oh baby, it was my
Yeah,
world. But then I
yeah,
was thinking about it, right? And I'm like, yo, I don't know why, yo, but Sam Donald is probably
Yeah.
about to, man. I don't know why the Seahawks got this, man. Well, I know why the
yeah,
defense, but I was just thinking, like, I looked at Drake. Drake made the last 3 weeks, and I watched him stop going to Hunter Henry. Like I was looking at that because that's a security blanket, and
yeah,
I'm looking at him. I'm like, yo, he's not going to Hunter no more. I'm like, something happened with that connection right there. I'm like, something is off. And then I'm watching Diggs, but I'm like, he's not gonna go to Diggs. I got a feeling Diggs is not gonna get. Oh, I don't know what it is. And we was right, and I was right. The Seahawks
yeah.
definitely didn't. I tried to. I took long because I tried to go with the Patriots. I tried to be different,
Nah,
but
And
me
I
Clips,
knowing
I'm telling
mentioned
sports,
you.
I
I'm
mentioned the
telling you,
Super
Clips.
Bowl. I mentioned the Super Bowl for a segue because we also have a sports podcast called Final Four. So basically, this whole channel for people who are watching the first time, hello, welcome.
what's up, y'all?
We
What's
we
up?
we got we got a sports podcast we do every week called Final Four. We have a wrestling one we do every week called Gorilla Booking, and then there's one that I do with a good friend of mine called Yapping. We're just yapping, talking about our lives, random, just whatever, So
I like that. I
if
like that.
like you said, Tay Rock's more than welcome. Give me a call if you want to share my number with Nick Cannon too. Maybe I can put on that
Good. Give it to everybody.
old school
Shit,
Give it
get
to
me on the
sweatshirt.
everybody.
episode.
I'm just
I'm
saying,
funny. I'm funny.
we're old.
I,
I watch 85 South. I subscribe to them, man.
Like
I
shit,
watch
nah,
the
word.
Trap all the time. I love DC
I'm gonna
Young
see what
Bucks.
I could do, or even if one time when y'all on or whatnot, and I'm around my bros, even if I got on real quick and just passed them the phone and say what's
Oh
up,
yeah,
Oh, that
Oh
would be
hell
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
awesome.
yeah,
hell
That'd
yeah,
That
be
that'd be
awesome.
dope.
I could at least do that. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
could
I'll
at
be
That would
least
with
I
be
do that.
that.
appreciate
awesome,
that.
man.
And
Thank
and
Come
you.
on,
people who
man.
are watching and people who are watching, subscribe, comment everything. I'll call this segment right now. This is our third round. We're getting towards the end of the battle here, So we got our third round questions
I like that.
that we
I
have.
like that.
So my question to you is, if battle rap ended tomorrow, what part of your career would feel unfinished?
Ooh. If battle rap ended tomorrow, what part of my career will feel unfinished?
Yep.
That's a great question. The part of my career will feel unfinished. it's probably like 2 to 3 battles that I didn't do yet, and it's literally legacy. Because there's only a couple major fights left in battle rap, and I probably only got maybe 2 to 3, and
Okay.
mine's would be in all serious fights too. No clowning around, no bullshit. Best Charlie Clips version of myself. Me versus Murder Mook in Harlem.
Okay.
Oh,
Me versus Tay Rock Part 3.
oh,
Okay.
I want that in Maryland though. Mook in Harlem. Um, I want Tay Rock in Maryland. Um, Cassidy in Philly.
oh.
And if I had to do one more,
You
we
battle
it
Surf in
probably
Jersey?
this one probably would have been super epic back then, but I think the build up can still get back because I see he's back and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we got respect for one another when we do. Every time we chop it up. But I would battle Disaster
Mm.
in Canada or LA.
Oh, doing in LA.
Yeah, yeah.
LA.
I would battle him in LA, or and that's respects for Diz craftsmanship, his penmanship, just him being one of the legends of the game. And I know he got his times where he chill and he comes back and he goes and he comes back, but those four I feel like are the last probably four until somebody else name pops up.
Yeah.
That's what make me feel like it was unfinished if it was to end tomorrow.
Okay. And fun fact, back when podcasts first were starting, I'm kind of like an OG podcaster. Just been around for a while doing blog talk radio when that was a thing when people didn't even know what podcasts were. I had a podcast that had Disaster and Awkwards on. And this was like way
That
this
was
was like
that term. That
yeah.
was that was and they despise the East Coast. Well, they love the East Coast, but they in bad rap term they despise the East Coast.
Yeah.
That's why I say at that time, even Awkwards at that time back then would have been, tremendous. But I think that can get back to where it could have been. It's just the promotion and the build up for it and
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think him and Tay Rock is in Canada. I think March 7th. I think if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna see how that goes or whatnot. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think those four, and the main reason is those four is not because of them. No, it is partly because of them, but mainly because of myself. Because I got like 3 to 4 chances to show that there's really nobody that can really fuck with me.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna show that on the go out, you know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
those would probably be the last four I get to show you that on with in terms of the heavy names or whatnot.
That's what's up.
Man, my man
Yeah.
can't get no love on the way out.
Well, no, you guys have one question
No, this the
before
third round.
No,
Yeah,
this
no,
is
no.
the third
everybody
round. But
everybody
I
no,
got to
know,
do
but
he
it.
like,
wants. I know who he wants you to say. So I'm trying to
you know what I'm
segue
saying?
in.
I
Yeah.
want you to. Can you give my man another shot? Because what
Oh,
you
you
did
was
to him,
talking to
yeah,
me. Oh,
yeah,
hold
yeah,
on, hold
yeah.
on. Who you
So
talking about?
I need you to give my man Surf another shot. Because what you did to him years ago is totally different.
So
But
let me
like,
tell you. So let me tell you about Surf. Right,
That's his goat, by the way.
that's my goat, by the
That's
way.
his goat, by
free
the way.
Surf, free Surf. I know he got to do a little second stint real quick or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's free to wave for sure. And what it is with Surf is highly intelligent, right? And what I mean by that is that Surf is smart. Surf is going to take a few other people before he ever rematch me.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
too dangerous for him, and I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? I'm too dangerous for him. The ground that I cover is too much because you can punch all you want with me. You can do whatever. When I take something serious, it doesn't matter what you can do. So I would want him to get his feet wet, go get a couple fights or whatever, and then come get your lick back. You know what I mean? It pause if that's what you're looking for. But right now, me and his battle wouldn't be as big as him versus a couple other people, probably like 3 other people he probably can go against. So I would probably be like the third or fourth option. I'm pretty sure he would want to win once, twice, or maybe third before he comes to take another loss to me. You don't want to
Okay.
come home and then take a loss to me. Like that's not something you want to do, you know? And
Okay.
and 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 when and if that happens, Dre, you better be there or whatnot, you know?
Dre, never meet your idols, bro. I'm telling you, it's so sad. Well, Dre recoups from being heartbroken. Dior, what's your third question? I think he's paused on the pause. Dior,
Who, me?
yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
Dre.
Yeah, Dre's
All
paused.
right.
Yeah, see, he bounced out.
Oh, he left. Yeah,
Hey,
it say he
He's
left
so
on
oh
the top.
upset.
shit.
He's
Yeah.
so
All right.
upset he left. No,
He's like, no, I'm fucking out of here, bro. I can't do it no more,
no, he'll
dog.
he'll be back in here.
Um, listen, man. Just number one, I know we're winding down, so just once again, thank you so much for coming on and taking the time.
No problem, bro.
It means the world to us. And we talked about a lot of stuff today. We talked about the DVD days and transferring into now and transitioning and the technical science of battle rap then and now and how it's changed. So looking at the landscape right now, and it feels like you are essentially like a final boss for this next generation coming in. Um, Number one, what do you want your legacy to be when it's all said and done? What do you want the Charlie Clips chapter in history to say? And what advice do you have to any young up and coming like battle rappers that are really just trying to make it and get it and get on that main stage, and be able to make it to a global stage like you did and not lose their soul and their humility?
Uh, so what I will say is for my career, what I would want anybody to say when it's all said and done. To be honest, I already know they just like, yo, like that is it. That is battle rap right there. Like he is that. Like he is the greatest of all time. Yeah, he's bullshitted. He's done whatever. But boy, that man is it don't get no higher than him. He is the final level of it or whatnot. You know what I mean? With that. And then the advice that I would give to anybody on the come up that want to get into battle rap, entertainment in general, or whatnot. It's one thing you can't teach, and I always tell people this when I give advice, man. It's timing. That I cannot give you. I can't teach you because timing is timing. That's your life and everything. What I will do is try to put yourself in these situations, in these rooms with these people to get these moments, to get this buzz, to shake these hands, to do those kind of things, right? And even if you don't leave the house at all, you don't have to leave your house no more to become a star. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep promoting, keep pushing, keep thriving and everything. And as long as you thrive, you'll strive. And you know what I'm saying? And then you drive. So by the time you five, you're gonna look alive. You know what I'm saying? Nah, 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 let me
I
stop, let me
love
stop,
it.
let
I
me stop,
love
let me
it. I
stop.
love it.
Nah,
I
let me
love it.
stop, let me
I love it.
stop.
Thank you, man. Thank you for that. Yeah. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That was a gem, yo. That was for free. That was for free right there, yo.
That's
so
funny.
so the thing with it is this. Because see, when you give advice, right? The hard part about advice when you're doing stuff like this and you're about to end it and you're giving great advice, everything fucking sounds cliche. Yo, just make sure you stay consistent. Make sure you right. It
Stay
all
in
sounds
school.
cause but you know what I say
Hey,
though?
go through
But
drugs, yo.
the shit is true though. It is very true. You know what I'm saying? And it is boring. Yes, it is a boring thing to hear. It's a boring thing to do. But I'd rather be boring, do something boring for 2 years, and that way everything's excitement and fun for myself. So I will tell people to, have dedication, consistency, to stay focused, stay locked in as long as you can. But my main thing that I would tell anybody, the main thing is learn how to fucking motivate yourself. You got to find it, and if you have to fake your motivation, you fake your motherfucking motivation, and you get up and you got to do it. And here's what I mean by that: if you boxing and you don't feel like and you boxing, you sparring, and you don't feel like sparring really, like if you got to hear somebody in the crowd say, "Man, that nigga over there with the orange gloves ain't shit," what you say? If you got to trick yourself into for people looking at you, thinking you looking at them, thinking like, yo, they think I ain't no good. Then you're gonna get yourself like, oh, they think I ain't no good. Now, no mind you, nobody said that or nothing,
Right.
right? But what you did was you took their eyes and made their eyes feel like they told you that. You got to create your own motivation. Muhammad Ali, greatest boxing champion in the history of boxing, right? He said, and I quote, you gotta fake like a champion until you become one. If you got to, man. So my thing is, if you got a fake motivation, you fake that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Then that's what you got to do and shit. If you got to look in the mirror and go, yo, oh shit, I ain't had this on here yesterday. What the fuck is this? This is my side. I'm going to the gym. You don't even remember knowing that was there yesterday or not, but you just got to create this shit and you just got to go.
Yeah.
So I would say, because, and here's why I say that before I finish. The reason why I know that might sound like, man, fake motivation, the reason why, it will save your career more than you ever know. There are going to be so many days you're going to get up and not want to do shit. You're not going to want to record no more. You're not going to want to go shoot that video at 7:00 in the morning. You're not going to want to go do that. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you can fake motivate yourself, you're going to get your ass up and go do it. You got to think, right? If you got a video shoot at 7 in the morning and you go there and you go look in your followers or something and you see a follower that's in the music industry like something of yours before, you're like, oh shit, they following me. Oh, you know what? Let me go knock this out, because then they might bump into that. Then that might create that shit, man. So
That's
I would
what's up.
say find ways to motivate yourself is my biggest thing for anybody. And whatever profession, whatever job you have, fucking motivate yourself. Even if you're a housekeeper in the hospital that cleans up, you know what I'm saying? You tell yourself that the people, when I walk by, everybody say hello and love me in there. And if I miss a day of work, then it's going to be blood all over the floor. People not going to be able to have a clean place, and you feel like a fucking superhero, and you get your ass to work. So that's my thing.
Whatever you do, just be the best at it that you can
Be the best at it.
Yeah.
See, and that's good motivation, because we lost Dre, and it looked like
My phone died.
He died and
My
went to
phone
heaven.
died.
It looked like he's in heaven.
He's like,
Live from heaven.
I'm not gonna lie, you do have a holy background, Dre.
So
about hating
I want to
shit,
say, I want to just take this time, Clips. Thank you for doing this. I do appreciate you so much for taking the time, showing love to the culture, to this tiny little podcast that we got going on here. But hopefully we get some new fans and we get some more guests here. We're working on it. But
no, it's gonna happen, and I'm aligning y'all with whoever you need me to or ask me to, whatever connects I got. I'll try to align you with some good people that'll come up and show the podcast love for sure.
Absolutely.
And real talk, this is how it goes. This is how it start off, and where it's gonna finish. It's gonna be tremendous. You know what I mean, for you guys, Server. Dior, Dre, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having me. Real talk. This was one of the best. One of the best segments of questions that I've ever got asked in my career. So salute to y'all for putting that together like that. And whatever y'all need, y'all just hit me up, man, and y'all just let me know. And hopefully we all attend an event together or something. And what I'm saying?
For sure.
We all in Philly besides Server, man. We in Philly.
I know, we all in Philly.
I forgot. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
There you go.
Server,
and look,
I only fly in, Server.
Look, I live in Vegas. It'd be better for you guys to come out here.
Come on. All right. Yeah. Well, shit, they know events out there, Server.
WrestleMania.
You know what? No, wait. I got a 1-rounder against Cali Smooth, April 11th in California. I think in LA.
Okay. Well, we might. Okay, we'll talk.
I'll text you the flyer. All right. Well, I'll text you the flyer, man.
Again, thank you for doing this. And for everybody watching, thank you guys for taking time to watch this podcast. Also, if you want to watch other podcasts, Final Four is on the same channel. Gorilla Booking's on the same channel. Yappin's on here. We got all kinds of stuff. We got stuff coming soon. So thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be blessed. We'll see you next time.
Love to everybody. Love, chat.